Hi everybody, this is Diane. I went to the flea market today at the Barns, the Tioga Downs racetrack, where they have two barns full of flea market vendors. And I go once a month, and so I went today, and I didn't really expect to find a lot, but I did. I don't know why I didn't expect to, but I did. And a lot of it is textiles, but a lot of it is this really fun stuff that you don't expect to find. I'm going to save that stuff for last to keep you interested longer, I hope. But I mean, these are interesting too, and I'll try not to spend too much time on them. So I'll do the textiles first. I got 3 bags of excuse me, vintage handkerchiefs, and there were 10 in a bag, and then there were a couple others with other things. I just put them all in one stack. So I'll just quickly look at the handkerchiefs. If your initial is M and you would like this, let me know and we'll talk. Message me. Yeah, on my Etsy store. Go to my Etsy store. But it's a really pretty monogram handkerchief. This one is a printed one with pretty bright orange flowers, and it's just printed. Did I say that? It's printed. And it's just got a thin orange border. This one has a delicate embroidery design in the corner, just one corner. This one has crochet, and these were marked damaged on the bags. So there's a stain on that. But it's not really a handkerchief, it's a table mat with a really pretty crocheted edging. Here's another printed one, and it's torn here. But we don't care because we cut them up anyway. And this one's pretty. Red and roses. It's got a hole there. There might be more holes in it. I'm not going to open up all of them. There's a pink one. And a blue one. Blue and red. There's another one with a embroidered design in the corner. This one has it in all 4 corners, and it has at least one hole. Just a little one. Here's another table mat. I don't think this is a handkerchief, but it's got a crochet edging. That's just a plain white, and I don't think that's a handkerchief either. This one has yellow and purple tatting around the edge. And it looks like it's in good condition. I love the print on this one. I see a couple holes in the corner. Oh, right in the center too. It's all worn. Look at the beautiful shabby chic colors though. And even the border is pretty. Green and white and a little bit of yellow. This one just has a little bit of a design on it. There's that one. Magenta. And this one. That one's pretty. Purple and green. Lavender and green. I've never seen one like this with the navy blue handkerchief and the pink and yellow. That's very different. Pink and yellow tatting. This one's pretty. Love that corner design. Again, purple and green and yellow. There's lots of purples in this bunch of handkerchiefs. Here's another blue one, but the tatting goes better with it, I think. Blue and yellow and white. This is so pretty. But there is a lot of holes in this. It's like an organza. What does it say? Flowers of France. Might have been a whole set. It's really pretty. This one's pretty, and it's got a scalloped edge. And it seems like it's a good size. This one's just a plain red, kind of satiny. A purple crocheted border and a great big hole in the center. This one looks like definitely a man's handkerchief. This is pretty. Little delicate embroidery in the corner. And it's in all the corners. There's another man's handkerchief. And again, it's got some lavender in it. Just a plain white. This one has pink embroidered flowers and edging. Plain white, orange crochet edging. This one's very damaged, but it's got some embroidery in the corner and it's got blue tatting. And then this one with crochet edging. I got this tablecloth. It says small tablecloth. I don't know the dimensions, but it's printed. It's definitely vintage. It's got nice designs on it. And I think the label said as is because there's some yellowing or staining or something. But I didn't open it up yet, so I didn't see any of that. I took almost everything out of the packaging, so I won't have to do that. This one is a tea towel. It's not very vintage, I don't believe. It's never been out of the package, so it's just got these Christmas bells on it. And I picked up this Lady Pepperell sheet because I like the dots and I like the flowers. And it's from the 60s or 70s, the labels or the sticker on it said. There's no barcode on it. This is a tablecloth. I can see some of the stains on this one, but it's really cool. Look at it. I love the vintage colors and I love these designs on it. Kitchenware designs. That is really fun. It will be fun to use in a cooking journal. And I think a lot of these things I am going to put in a box and maybe take to my son's house. He said I could store some things in his attic because I have to have some things that I can list in my shop over the winter when flea markets are closed. And I can't keep up, but I don't want to not bring these things home that I can put in my shop. This is a tablecloth and it does have some yellowing on it, some stains or something. So anyway, I do want to be able to have some things to keep on listing things over the winter. And my son said I could store some stuff in his loft, that he has a little storage loft. So I might box most of this stuff up and put it in at his house. I don't think this is anything I will do anything with. It's a red tricot stretch, so I don't want that. But it came in this bundle. Here's another handkerchief. It was a red bundle and this red lace. And for the handkerchief and the lace, the price was good enough. I couldn't tell what the red fabric was. But even if I didn't want the red fabric, I figured the price was good enough just for these two. And I'll probably put some of this in some Christmas bundles. Christmas ephemera, Christmas journal kits. This was another bundle, pink bundle. So it's got this really pretty burgundy coloring, or the lighting isn't great right now. It's a kind of a cloudy, rainy day. There's a pink crochet doily. Here's another handkerchief with some puppies. And a pink handkerchief with some tatting around it. This mauve and purple sash. And this, I thought this would be good in boho bundles. Oh, what is it? It's got ties. I'm sorry, I know you can't see it. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Well, I don't know. It's got ties at the top. It's definitely not an apron. It's too big. And it's got this at the bottom. But I thought the fabric would be good in boho bundles. And all of these came together, and I don't remember what else was with these, but there's some little crochet pieces. And the label said antique lace. So there's a little thin ribbon or lace, and then these two cards looks like a pretty good quantity of the same type of lace. I mean, they're both the same, and they're very thin, narrow, and delicate. And sometimes you need those narrow ribbon laces for accents. This is, I don't know if I'm going to keep this or sell it in my shop. It said vintage pincushion, but I might venture to say antique pincushion. It's got cross stitch on it. It feels like it's stuffed with sawdust. It's got velvet on the back. I might try to spot clean it, and I might just keep it. I don't know. I'm sorry about the lighting. Hope you can see it okay. This was a very wide lace. It's pink fabric with this lace, and it's so pretty. It cost me a pretty penny, and I don't know how much is in it. It didn't have the measurement on it. That's backwards. There we go. But I thought it was so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to keep some of it, and I'll put some of it in the shop. This is interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. It is a crocheted apron. I'm sure it was just for looks, but it does look like it's stained in the front. But how neat is that? That will go in my shop. I'm piling stuff up on top of stuff I didn't show yet. Oh no, I'm not. I think I've shown everything in that pile. Now this bag, it was in a Ziploc bag, great big bag here, and it said off-white lace and net. It didn't say it was a cut-up bridal dress. It just said lace and net. So there's some satin fabric and some sheer fabric and the lace sleeves, lots of lace appliques, and then the skirt. Look at this. It's going to take me some work to finish cutting this apart, but it's got lots to it. I don't see any net. Maybe she didn't know what net was. There's no net on this, but it says sheer fabric. And yeah. So it was worth what I paid for it, but it's going to take some work to prep it. I got this bunch of rickrack. I'm running low on vintage rickrack in the width that I normally use. Most of them are white. So I got 3 packs of white and a light blue. And then I got another pack of white. But I got, and this costs a little more, but I got it mainly for this. I'm hoping to scan this image. I can scan all of these into a sewing ephemera digital set. And I have this plaid bias trim that I can use in Christmas journals. Sorry for the shine. All right, that does it for textiles. We got through them pretty good. Just making sure, yeah, I did all those. Now for the extra stuff, the fun stuff. So I got these. These are wool bobbins, and they're wound with the wool thread, the wool yarn. So this one is in really good shape. So is this one. I don't know if the wool's in good shape, but if you wanted this for a decorative piece, they're in good shape. This one is broken at the bottom. I guess I didn't take these out of the bag. Here I go. These are a little bit smaller, but look at the beauty of that spindle. And this one I love. This one could stand up very nicely, and it's wound with burgundy and gold thread. I mean gold color, it's not shiny. That's really cool. I thought they were a great find. I got this pack of compass coasters. I see a lot of Christmas coasters, but so I was happy to find some that weren't Christmas. I got a pack of author's cards. I always like these. And this is something I've never seen before. It's a card game that looks very old, and it's called Scramble. Card game number 1. Air Youth Game, approved by National Aeronautics Society. Copyright 1942. This game consists of a deck of 52 cards, including 3 cards each for 16 different types of American, British, German, and Japanese military planes. So they are World War II military planes. Are they not awesome? I don't know if the whole 52 are here, but it feels like they are. This was fun. These are 4 different sets of flashcards, and there's no copyright date on them, but they're called Teach Key, and they're math cards. Teach Key Schoolhouse with Number Pocket. This is volume 1. It says it's 24 cards, but none of them had the full 24 cards in them. And it has 4 volumes, and I got all 4 apparently, but they're not complete. So they're good size, and it has pictures and then the math problem, and then these little holes, and I'm not sure, I'd have to read the directions on how to use them. So they're different colors. Oh, 67, there's the date. So there's different ways of saying the problem. And I'm not sure what the little holes in the notch are for, but they're really cute, aren't they? Just so different. So there's green and red, and brown, and there's blue. This was for another set. So this is volume 2. These are minus. So the first set was addition. These are subtraction. Well, this one is some subtraction too. But anyway, I got the 4 sets. And I just think they're really awesome. And hopefully you will too, because I'll put some in my shop. This I'm going to keep. I just thought it was very retro looking and really cool, and it's not real sturdy, but it's like a textured felt maybe. Doesn't really feel like felt, but it is a little fuzzy. And this lid that just pops off, I don't know what was in it, but I checked to see if I could remove this, and I can. Because I think I want to use it, I just keep it on my sewing machine table and put my fabric flips and things that I get made ahead of time. I'll store them in here. Oh, it doesn't, well that doesn't work. I wanted to make sure I had enough room to store fabric flips, but I guess I'll have to put the innards back in so the lid will have something to rest on. Okay, I'll still be able to put my fabric flips in there. I thought this was fun. Handbook of Florida Shells. I do have some, I don't go to the beach. I don't live near the beach. I've been to the beach, but not very often. It's not something that we did for my whole life. But it's fun to go to the beach the few times that I've gone. But I have been slowly collecting some shell things and putting them aside for a journal, and I figured I didn't make it for summer this year, so I thought, well, maybe I'll make it next year. And so this journal would be, or this book would be great for that. Memorable moments in baking. And it's just a little booklet, but I love that picture. I don't usually pay more than $1 for little books like this, but I paid $3 for this one because I love that cover. And it's got nice pictures inside too, or at least that one. Yeah, there's another one. It's in good shape. I don't see a year. New York State Electric and Gas Corporation. She definitely looks like she's dressed in the 50s or early 60s. Very early 60s. This was one of the first things I found in there today. Valuable paper file for home and office. And it's a binder. It's not in bad condition, so I could make a journal out of the binder. And it comes with these brown cardstock envelopes. And they're pretty old. This says copy of wills. This says stocks. It's very messy writing on there. I'd have to cover that. And the envelopes are torn, but there's lines there. This is just, this isn't an envelope, but it says monthly payments, description, and then it has the months, memoranda, and clippings, car and air titles. Nothing in the envelopes. Life insurance. This envelope's in bad shape. House and furniture and car. Fire insurance, it says. Important receipts. And then some that they could label with their own. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got this Rand McNally World Atlas. I like the size of it. It's 1934. Picked up some vintage wrapping paper. Very mod looking. It says 1960s or 70s, multicolored wrapping paper. So this one has little circles, 3 sheets of the same design, and this one has hearts, 3 sheets of the same design. Then they're unopened, and there's no brand or anything on them. Oh, they're taped shut. So I don't know what label would have been on them. And that's what I got at the flea market. Then I went to, on my way home, I'm trying to remember, there was something that was with these. Did I already show it to you as part of the flea market? I don't remember what it was. Oh, here it is that fell. Okay, I stopped at a little shop that's in my town because I was driving right by it and there was a really good parking spot, so I stopped. It's a little shop that I used to sell my smash books in before I opened my Etsy store. And they have vendors in there, and they sell antiques and stuff like that. So it's usually not priced. If there's something I want, it wouldn't be the right price for me. But they had these magazines on sale. Better Homes and Gardens from 1939. And I think I will just sell these as they are. I'm not going to cut them up. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I have the Better Homes and Gardens 1939 and then House Beautiful 1938 Fall Decorating Manual. And they were 2 for something. And I picked this. I really just wanted the Better Homes and Gardens. But I picked this one up because the rest of them were House Beautiful magazines, and this was the thickest one. They were all the same year, I think, but this one was thicker. Maybe it's like the fashion magazines are thicker in the spring and the fall for the spring and fall fashion collections. And this is the fall. This is combined with Home and Field up there. And then the other thing I picked up there was some fabric that's semi-vintage. They're probably from the 80s. They were labeled vintage, but I think they're no later than the 80s for sure. So I just thought these would make really cute fabric flips and things like that. And there's quite a good size piece here. And then this pretty little piece, probably a Daisy Kingdom fabric from the 80s. The big pattern catalog book that I just cut up and had pages. I still have pages in my shop from that. They featured a lot of Daisy Kingdom in the children's section. Daisy Kingdom patterns with the Daisy Kingdom fabrics. Okay, so that's everything I brought home today. I hope you enjoyed seeing these, and tell me which one you liked the best. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.